What's going on, guys? It's Zay with That One's Vision. This week we're going to add in a formation to the single back doubles that we covered last week. This week we're going to talk about the Singleback Y-Trips. Let's jump into it. Let's look at the formation and personnel. So if you look, we're rocking 3 wide receivers, 1 on the left, 2 on the right. You also got your tight end on the right side and your quarterback under center. All these are going to be our Singleback Y-Trips. Let's take a look at the audibles. So our 4 plays we're using for the audibles is going to be our stretch alert, our zone weak alert, our smash, and our Salem. And we got 2 honorable mentions. The first one being PA zone shot, and the second one being Y trail. All right, Singleback Y trips. Let's talk about it. So we're going to do it in kind of 2 sections, just like we did in our doubles video. The first 2 sections are going to be our run options, and their second 2 is going to be our pass options. So we have our zone alert, which is the stretch to the right side and the slant on the left. And then we have the zone weak alert, which is the dive on the left and the bubble on the right. So in these formations, we're doing the single back. We're running the ball a lot. So we're looking at 4 things first, right? Whenever we come out the gate, how's the line look? Is the box full? Is the box empty? Is one side heavier than the other? Right now, they have a lot of guys in the box. So then I would look at our second option. Our second option is going to be, is somebody covering up the bubble on the right? Or is the left side going to be open for the slant? So you have 4 options to look for whenever you line up in this formation and you're looking for your short gains. You're going to have the slant on the left, the dive on the left, the stretch on the right, or the bubble on the right. So right here, I would probably go to the alert bubble because the guy on the slot guy is a little farther back. And he jumped it pretty fast, but you can kind of get the concept here. Let's see how they line up. So right here, the right side of the line, we have numbers. I'd probably go stretch. So we start off looking at the line. Can we run right side? Can we run left side? Is the far left corner covering the slant? Is somebody covering the bubble? So if you're going to be running to this right side, you could look at that left backer. If he blitzes, you could run the slant, but we do have numbers on the right side of the line here. Oh, my Falcons are hurting me. But we're going to line up in the same formation every time, and those are going to be our first 4 look. Right here, the middle is a little bit open. We can try to run the dive. Get us a couple yards there. Oh my gosh, he leveled that dude. But you can see our 4 choices there. We have the slant with the stretch and the dive with the bubble. Let's jump into our pass options. All right, after you've been running the ball for a little bit, they're going to start loading the box. It's going to start getting heavy. Then we're going to break out a couple passes. The first one we're going to talk about is going to be our smash. So smash right out the gate is pretty good stock. And then I'll show you a couple audibles I like to make afterwards. So you can look at the right side, you got your smash combo. Does the far right cornerback either cover the hitch or drop back to the fade? You're watching the right side cornerback the whole time to determine which one of those guys you throw to out there. You have the tight end running up the seam, and then you have the deep end from the left side. So right out the gate, this is pretty solid. Some of the options I like to do is if I motion this guy, we're going to block the running back. And then kind of like our single back doubles video, we're going to kind of set up this flood to the right side here. We're going to fade both guys on the right. We're going to run the deep in and the drag. So you can kind of see the levels that you have here. Let's look at some other options that you can do here. I do like to pull this sometimes. We'll pull him over. So he's running the little the little post. And we'll streak this. Drag here. And out route the right side. A lot of times you can do the, depending on where the first down is, if you go to out route the outside and then you do it again and do smart route, it'll actually adjust it to the first down marker. And then I'll block the running back again. Oh. And then, you know, we always have, if they start playing big heavy mans, we're going to run our zigs and stuff like that. Let's take a look at the Salem next. Here we got the Salem. A lot of our setups are going to look pretty similar. I'm going to try to, you know, maybe streak the left side. We can run the tight end down the middle there. Drag this guy so we have our flood to the left side. You know, you could keep your running back going there. Sometimes I like to wheel out of this to this backside. We'll flood everything to the left and wheel the running back to the right. This is one of the main setups I like for this play. Let's take a look at it again. I do like to motion and then do audibles because whenever we're running the ball, sometimes we like to motion to add blockers. So you do want to add some motions with hot routes so they don't know as soon as you start motioning that you're going to be running the ball. So if you motion to the left, you can run your 2 streaks and then drag him. So you kind of mesh a little bit. You can even move your A here and go there, streak on the right side. You kind of make your little homemade mesh in the middle. And then I also like the option of changing this little hook over here to a zig. A lot of times if they start manning you up, since he's off the ball, it's harder to press him. You can run a little zig. If they're doing a lot of man, I'd probably actually leave the running back on that. So the linebacker would have to get out there. And then you can read either the slot guy or the running back out the field. And then let's jump into our honorable mentions. First honorable mention is going to be PA zone shot. This is going to be towards, you know, after you start running the ball, you see them start coming heavy, blitzing more. You see their users biting a little bit more heavy. There's only 2 ways I really like to run this one. I either run it stock as is, or I like to take this outside receiver and run a drag to make it a little bit more shallow. A lot of times this year, I feel like I don't have as much time to get to my deeper reads. So sometimes that little drag route just has to be it. But after you've been running the ball, they'll start blitzing you. You run this little PA zone shot as our first honorable mention play. You all want to see what the base version looks like? So it's like a deep in instead of a drag. Alright, let's jump to the next one. For the last honorable mention, we're going to have Y-Trail. The big thing I really like about this play is that it's almost like a little Texas route with the tight end where he goes out and then back in. It follows the slot receiver slant. So a lot of times what's going to happen is the users you're going to be playing are going to be taking the linebackers and you're going to have them make a choice between the slant and the tight end following behind him. You got your 2 fades on the outside. You know, fades are fades. So if you want to make audibles with this one, I like to audible the outside guys. You know, maybe change them to slants. Maybe change them to outs or ins. The main thing for this play is going to be the combination of the 2 guys on the inside. And then you can kind of add your own spice to the 2 guys on the outside. That has it. Okay, so that covers our Singleback Y-Trips, our second formation to add to our Singleback doubles. It's going to cover our run ideas, our stretch, and our weak side dive paired with the slant and the bubble. And then our 2 passing options are smash and our Salem. And then we covered the 2 honorable mentions, that play action zone shot, and then the, that Y-Trail with the out and then in with the tight end. So go ahead and try this out. Use it with the Singleback doubles from the last video. Tell me what you guys think about it all. And till then, I will catch you guys next time.